From the very beginning, Earth was never an isolated world. It was a designed convergence point chosen by many advanced civilizations who recognized that this planet held a rare combination of energies, timelines, and dimensional access points capable of supporting a grand experiment in consciousness. Long before humans appeared in anything resembling their current form, the Lyran, Sirian, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Andromedan, and Orion lineages were already here, shaping the evolutionary potential of this world, contributing genetics, consciousness templates, and energetic architecture to create a species capable of holding multidimensional awareness inside a physical body. In those early epochs, the frequencies on Earth were far higher than they are today. Humans were originally designed to operate in a 5D to 7D awareness while still embodied in 3D matter, meaning telepathy, intuition, direct connection to source and memory of star origins were not mystical experiences. They were simply normal. As the planet stabilized, the first great civilization to anchor these higher frequencies emerged. Lemuria, a gentle, heart-centered society existing tens of thousands of years ago in what is now the Pacific region. These beings lived in harmony with nature, communicated telepathically, and held a deep, living remembrance of their star families. Lemuria's purpose was to anchor the heart grid of Earth, to establish a foundation of unity consciousness that would remain in the planetary field, even through future cycles of density, polarity, and forgetting. Overlapping and eventually following Lemuria came Atlantis, rising in the Atlantic region with a very different frequency, one focused on mind, mastery, technology, and the exploration of power. Atlanteans worked with advanced crystal technologies, planetary energy grids, genetic sciences, and psychic development, drawing heavily on Sirian, Lyran, Arcturian, and Orion lineages. For a long time, Atlantis thrived as a beacon of knowledge and innovation. But as the Atlantean era progressed, polarity intensified. Some groups used their abilities in service to the collective, while others pursued control, dominance, and experimentation without regard for consequence. This imbalance eventually destabilized the planetary grids, contributing to the Great Atlantean Fall around 12,000 years ago, an event that left a deep karmic imprint around the misuse of power and technology, an imprint many starseeds carry into this lifetime to heal. During these long epochs, another influence entered the human story. The Anunnaki, a technologically advanced group with their own internal factions and agendas. They interacted with early humans during a period of vulnerability and transition. Their involvement included genetic modification that limited certain capacities, such as long lifespans and telepathic abilities, as well as the introduction of hierarchical structures, god kings and priest classes that seeded patterns of domination, worship, and externalized authority. This interference created a distortion field around sovereignty and self-worth that humanity has been unwinding ever since. After the fall of Atlantis and the cumulative effects of Anunnaki interference, Earth dropped into a much denser frequency band, entering what many traditions call the long night of forgetting. The planetary grids weakened, multidimensional perception shut down. Incarnating souls passed through a veil of amnesia so complete that most humans forgot their star origins, their purpose, and their connection to the greater galactic family. During this time, Earth was placed under a kind of energetic quarantine, not as punishment but as protection, allowing humanity to work through its karmic cycles without overwhelming external influence. This fall in frequency was not a failure, it was part of the larger design. Earth was always intended to explore the extremes of separation, limitation, and identity, generating rare soul data about how consciousness finds its way back to unity from a state of total forgetting. This is why Earth is considered such a unique and valuable world in the galaxy. It compresses experience, emotion, polarity, and growth into a single lifetime in ways that few planets can. As Earth moved through its long cycles, the time eventually came for the next phase of the experiment. As the planet approached a higher vibrational band in its precessional cycle, star seeds began returning in waves, first in small numbers and then in massive influxes from the mid-20th century onward. Souls from the Pleiades, Sirius, Arcturus, Andromeda, Lyra, Vega, Orion's healed aspects, Zeta lineages, and many hybrid civilizations incarnated to stabilize the shift, reactivate the grids, heal the Atlantean and Anunnaki distortions, and restore the original human template of multi-dimensional awareness. These star seeds carry memories, codes, and frequencies that naturally awaken the collective. Their presence is part of a coordinated galactic effort to support Earth as it transitions out of deep 3D density into a 4D to 5D bridge state, where humanity begins to remember who we are, why we came, and how to reconnect with the wider cosmic community. We are now in that transition, a time when the veil is thinning, intuition is rising, and contact is increasing through dreams, telepathy, sightings, and inner plane communication. Humanity is slowly preparing to rejoin the galactic family, not as subjects, not as children, but as a young civilization learning to stand in its sovereignty, healing its past, reclaiming its original frequencies, and stepping into its role as a bridge world where many lineages can meet, learn, and evolve together. Earth is returning to the vibration it once held, and as we rise, the memory of Lemuria's heart, Atlantis' mastery, the starseed origins of our consciousness, and the lessons of the long night all weave together into a single truth. We were never alone, we were never abandoned, and we are now remembering what we have always been, a multi-dimensional species awakening into its place within a vast and ancient galactic family.